Well. Looks like we have some Dragon Ball Project Multi updates. In case you guys have missed it, I've been making videos about Project Multi. They've been dropping some very light leaks. They've been stumbling in the dark, I guess, and not really knowing what to do about their SteamDB updates and things like that. But we finally have some updates and possibly some leaks. Again, I'm going to say possibly because keywords / tags on a YouTube video is not confirmation, but it does seem to be pretty close. So let's just go ahead and get through the info and we'll go through it. So Dragon Ball Project Multi on 6/4/1900 PST. The producers will release a video on the state of the game. It'll be packed full of new info, so don't miss it. And in case you guys forgot, Dragon Ball Project Multi is of course confirmed for 2025. That's still the release date. They never delayed it. They never changed it. So keep that in mind. I don't think they'll announce a delay here because we are in 6/1/2025 at the time of recording. So we are definitely going to be getting this game probably this year. If I had to guess, if they announce it for 2026, I mean, I guess that's fine. But we're halfway through the year. I think with how they've been shadow dropping a lot of content in Dragon Ball lately, it's definitely coming this year. So if you go to the video, you can of course see for me June 4th at 10 p.m. we'll be getting this, and I'll of course be covering all of the content covered in this video. It's going to be major. But in case you guys weren't aware, you can actually check the tags of a video that they set for the video by simply going to view page source. And once you go to view page source, you can go ahead and type Control F and search for keywords. Now, what these keywords are is basically tags, and it's what everybody uses as a YouTuber to get people to click on their video. So, for example, this first word here for the tags, let's go ahead and translate that, Bandai Namco. Okay, so they're letting you know, Bandai Namco, you know, if you search Bandai Namco, you're going to come across this video, right? And then I think this one is like another thing. Let me see here. Yeah, Bang Nam TV, yeah. And then like this here, it's probably like... Bandai Namco Entertainment. Yeah, there it is. Bandai Namco Entertainment, right? And then you have like Dragon Ball Project Multi, and then you have like, I think this is like just like Goku or something in Japanese. What is this? Dragon Ball. Okay, so they're basically getting all the metadata, so when you type in these phrases, you'll be redirected to this video, or it'll be easier to find this video. That's of course what a tag is. If you look over here, right where it says anime game, you get Daima. Okay, so they have Daima listed here, of course, as a tag. So, it's an interesting tag. It doesn't mean for sure we'll be getting Daima, but it does mean that they have leaked that Daima content may be coming to the game. Now, does this mean anything major? I mean, I guess we could all assume we could have been getting Daima content in Dragon Ball Project Multi because Daima is the latest thing to come to the game. But again, just because Daima is here doesn't mean it's coming to the game. It is a gray area, though, because we have had tags leak characters before. Does anybody else remember all the tags from Sparking Zero leaking all the characters? So I do think it is possible that this Daima here is the leak. Now, if you go to the Project Multi SteamDB, 40 minutes ago, they updated it. Okay? So they're making updates to it actively behind the scenes. They're getting this thing ready. That's why I don't think we're going to be delayed to 2026. They are like basically working on 8 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 7 hours ago, 40 minutes ago. So this thing is hot in the oven. They are working to push it out big time. So are you guys excited? I know I am. Just take a look at this game. This game looks amazing. And we are getting like DBZ movie content. I mean, Cooler's in the game. We got Zamasu. They are not holding back. We got also Kid Goku in the game in a way because he's the Great Ape. But yeah, if we're getting Cooler and Super content, we'll probably be getting Dragon Ball Daima content. They're using Dragon Ball Daima in the tags, you know. We could be getting GT content. This game seems like it's going to be limitless. Now, that's just speculation on my part, but the 100% confirmation that we can confirm is Daima is being used as a tag for the video. So, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know if they're just using Dragon Ball Daima as a way to get people into the game. Dragon Ball Daima may just have like stickers or something like that. I don't know. But one thing I do know is they are using it in the metadata. So, again, if you go back to Sparking Zero, they did similar things. I am kind of pointing toward this just being a straight up leak that we're going to get Daima content into the game. Now, with that being said, let's shift over to the Daima home release information. So this is coming from VidNixis right here on Twitter. So this is just a look at what the Japanese Blu-ray Limited Edition and Blu-ray Box Standard Edition and DVD Box Standard Edition will look like. So here's the DVD box here. Of course, very standard. You get your standard DVD box, a booklet, and the discs, which is pretty cool. And then here is the Blu-ray box. You get, of course, the Blu-ray box, booklet, and discs. These are basically the same thing. Probably just slightly different dimensions, I would assume. And then here you have your, I guess, the Blu-ray box limited edition. So let's go ahead and go through this. You got a pretty cool special box using that artwork that was featured before. And then, of course, you have these discs, 4K Ultra HD discs. You got disc 1, 2, and 3 here. These are extra discs. He says that these extra discs are, I guess, the cast interviews, the staff interviews, video extras, and audio commentary. I would be really interested in the audio commentary and the staff interviews because that has Akio Ioku involved in both of those, and he is like, you know, the executive producer of Dragon Ball at the moment. He basically is pushing the brand and, you know, creating most of the anime content from what I understand. So that's a big one. So if you have any Japanese native speakers out there, check these out and let me know what's going on. And then it looks like you got your booklets here. I guess these are just like promotional cards or artwork or something. I can't really translate that. And then we have like, looks like a map here. And then some, what are those? Does he say what these are here? Oh, okay. 72 pages of the art book for the limited edition and 20 for the standard edition. Okay, so the art book will have way more pages. Okay, for the limited edition. That's pretty cool. But anyways, guys, that's the video. I just wanted to go over the home release of Dragon Ball Daima and then the Dragon Ball Project Multi information. And sorry I couldn't edit a video in time. It is pretty late here whenever they dropped this information, so I decided to just go ahead and record a video straight off the monitor because I gotta work. So, but yeah, this is a big deal. This is pretty awesome. I'll definitely be covering Project Multi. People seem pretty excited about it, genuinely so. I think it makes sense that this is going to be like the next Dragon Ball game that a lot of people are going to be talking about, and it's a pretty cool MOBA from what I remember. And yeah, it's just very exciting. Oh, in case you guys forgot, by the way, the name is Gekishin Squadra. That's the leaked name from SteamDB. If you go to SteamDB right here, yeah, if you go to SteamDB right here, you go to Update History, you go down far enough, and you get to Gekishin Squadra. So that's likely going to be the name. They could just like translate this into like Grand Squadron for the English release. But as of now, that's the only leaked name we have for it. In case you guys weren't aware from my last video, I just wanted to keep you guys up to date in this video. Anyways, guys, a little bit of a atypical video. I'll probably be doing more videos like this the more they release information late at night to where I don't have time to edit a video. It gives me more of an opportunity to rant and be more genuine to the subscribers and just get the point across and not really be so concise. And because I have had comments before where people are like, well, you didn't talk about this enough and this enough, and that's mainly because I'm trying to edit the video and keep it short, and that's why, like, part of the appeal, I believe, is that I'm trying to keep the video short for the audience and get the news out there. But in situations like this, where it's just like a little announcement, and then you can go ahead and view the source and click on Daima, and you can see that, like, this is all stuff you guys could do. So I wanted to, like, kind of give it a little oomph, like a little uniqueness, and just provide my own commentary, more or less. Like, again, going through this and updating you guys on this, just keeping everything on one page. That way, whenever I make the video covering this, everyone will be on the same page. You know, I think that makes sense. Anyways, guys, that will be it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to keep up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace off.